late and it is Friday afternoon, and we've been lucky enough to spot an interview with Victoria Avenue girls from Sydney Girls. How are you?
Hi. Great.
Good, thank you.
So good. Thank you so much for coming on today.
No, thanks for having us.
Awesome. Now, I understand you guys practically just walked off stage.
Yeah,
We
literally.
Literally, we're still recovering. We're just sort of having that down period where
Yeah,
like,
we just need to, sometimes you just need to sit there and
Take a breather. Breathe in the lid.
stare into nothing and
think about what you just did. Reflect.
Was it a good set?
It was fun.
really fun.
It was
We had
really,
so much
really
fun up
good.
I think
there.
it went really well.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Awesome. And you've never been to the Muscle before?
Oh,
It's our first time.
first time here.
We feel when we first got here. Oh my god! Wow.
When we
tongue-tied.
first got here, continue.
When we first got here, we were just so kind of, I don't know, taken back and a little bit overwhelmed by. There's so
Yeah,
much.
it's so massive here.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So we kind of just need to settle in a little bit. We've played now, so we can go and relax and have a wander.
Check
and
everybody else out.
Check
that's
everything
playing.
out. Yeah,
It's nice to have the night off.
it seems like a good vibe.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah. Usually Friday, Saturday nights are the best nights.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sure.
have fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, you guys are all you're all from Sydney, aren't you?
Yes. We are.
How did you all meet?
So we all live in like the Hills district of Sydney, but we met when we were like 12 years old. So we've
Very
known each
young.
other
Little
for
babies.
like 7+ years now.
We don't really know.
We don't know.
exactly
We've
how
lost
many
track.
years.
We don't want to think about how old we are.
Not that we're that old.
No, we're getting there. But yeah, we all met singing actually. So that's kind of what brought us together. And then we've stayed friends
Ever since.
and kind of formed our own thing, and we enjoyed playing together. So it's continued 7 years on.
Yeah. It's actually people often asked us if we've been like put together. Actually, happened really naturally.
Yeah,
It's,
it's kind of just friends.
feels like, you know, as stereotypical as it is, we're like sisters now. So
Oh,
it's really,
that's
really
wonderful.
natural, which
It's
is
fun.
nice.
Yeah, it makes it
Definitely.
easier
It
as
makes
well
it so
and more
much
enjoyable.
easier.
Like going to gigs and like whatever you have to do, it's so much more fun to have like friends with you rather
Yeah,
than being by
Totally.
yourself.
Yeah.
Getting up there and doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. Now,
Good fun.
Peter, you've been singing. When did you start? When did you start singing?
I started singing when I was 6. I remember I started dancing first, which is ironic because I'm actually naturally really uncoordinated. But
Cool.
I started dancing, and then we had to take like compulsory singing lessons because of that. And I just remember thinking, this is pretty easy. Like, I reckon I could do this. And then, I don't know, a few years later, and here we are.
Fantastic. And Holly?
Yes. So I was actually I was auditioning for a school musical. No, wait, I was in the choir, right? So first thing I was in the choir.
Choir.
And then my teacher
Good old
told me
days.
that, oh, you should audition for this new musical that's coming up. And anyway, it was just some tiny little part. So I did. I auditioned and I got the part, not thinking anything of it. I was probably in year 4 at this time. And we had to do like a rehearsal in front of the whole school. And my mum happened to be working on canteen that day. And so I had to get up and sing like this part that I was doing, and I didn't tell Mum because I just didn't think anything of it. And the ladies in the canteen were talking, and I got up and started singing, blah, blah, blah. I got off. Anyway, the ladies in the canteen were like, oh my gosh, who is this girl? She can actually sing. And my mum looked up and said, that's my daughter. Oh my God, she can sing. And so then Mum's like, nah, you're going into singing lessons. So yeah,
Cool. It's
since
amazing.
then.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I know, it's
What a
really
story to
random.
tell.
Things happen by accident, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Tiara?
I'm quite similar to Peter. I started dancing first at the age of 2. And then I kind of just fell into singing. The group singing lessons, you always start in those.
Yeah.
And
We
then
are
you
the
realise
same.
that you're kind of shining a little bit. Group lessons. Oh, I can do this. Oh, yeah, maybe I should go solo a little bit. But yeah, so I started singing probably like 5 or 6 as well. And then, yeah, all through high school, and then met these guys and continued.
Great, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys would play all sorts of different types of audience, big audience, little audience.
Yeah, we actually have.
Do you prefer playing for a big audience or a more intimate kind of crowd?
It kind of depends on your mood type thing. Like,
And what kind of songs you're
yeah,
doing
like
as
we
well,
love stripping it back and doing like acoustic
Yeah,
sets
definitely.
and whatnot, and a really intimate audience is really nice for that.
especially with the harmonies that we
Yeah.
have, because
Beautiful.
you can get a really, really raw sound with just acoustic, and it's definitely a different vibe with band and with
and
the
then
big sound.
when we've got the band, it's like a party vibe.
There's nothing
so-
better than having a massive stage, massive audience.
Where you can just
it's just-
take over the entire stage. We like to dance, so when we have more room, it's so much better.
So you incorporate your dancing into your
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
we
like
try to do a little bit of everything. If you should come down. and
Yeah,
watch us
definitely.
at
You have
some
to check it
point,
out because
guys.
it's a bit hard to explain the dance moves. That we
yeah, we
do.
can't really explain. You have to
Try
see
to
it.
throw them in.
So all your harmony kind of work, did you all just find that you like what were your influences? Were you influenced by harmony singers and
I mean,
individually, or
personally-
did you all just kind of go,
Yeah.
hey, we're all
I think we all had kind of our own moments in realizing that we like to sing in harmony type thing because a lot of people just prefer to sing by themselves. But I mean, I grew up with an older sister and we used to sing together all the time. So I grew up singing in harmony, and then when we got to share that together, we
It's a very unique blend
And
having
connection as
three
well.
people as opposed to having two because you get that bassy tone and it's a special thing definitely. But yeah,
I think we all enjoy it more when we get to really showcase the harmonies rather than just like doing solo work and things like that.
It's fun, but when we're all
has a
together,
different
it's just,
element.
it's just like you have that support.
with the
and, like-
influences as well. Like we did grow up listening to like Human Nature and stuff like that,
Yes.
but they were hugely
That's where we get our
influential for
dance
us, which
from.
is funny because obviously we're not the same genre at all. But with the harmonies, they were definitely inspiring for us. In terms of our inspirations, though, like Taylor Swift for her storytelling and that girl aspect that she has that she just brings.
I mean, Maddie and
to the
Tay are kind
table.
of the new, like they're really up
really
and coming.
hitting the country
yeah,
market
amazing.
for
They
sure,
are.
and that's really special.
kind of want to follow that road.
For sure.
Yeah.
great influence.
Yeah.
She's doing so good things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
How could
Yeah.
you not?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, like, what do you think? Like in the future, like you play pop country. You're a bit like you're like a country band with like a pop kind
Yeah,
of scene
yeah.
there. Did you all kind of like start off with pop, or was it more of a country thing that got you rolling, and then you kind of influenced?
It was kind of a bit of both, but it
I
was,
actually say it actually wasn't pop as such.
no, it definitely wasn't pop.
I would
We
say,
tried-
honestly, it was a huge array of genres that we tried. You know, when you're growing up, you sort of are trying to find your feet as a person anyway, and that's what we were all trying to do, and luckily we were doing it together. So we tried a lot of different genres. Some worked really well.
And some didn't. Some
Some
were bad.
failed miserably.
You know, and people always want to make you into something.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I can see this for you.
Yeah.
And so we
We
found
tried a lot of
ourselves-
things. We were open to so many suggestions, and
Yeah.
we literally tried every avenue. But country was the kind of thing that it had so much substance for us, and it was the best connection with harmonies in the storytelling, and
Yeah.
it just felt right.
It definitely changed music for us because
Yeah, for
it
sure.
just we're here at the Gympie Muster and it's got like a massive live performance element to it, which is awesome.
That's
because
what we love.
people often think that
It's-
when you're recorded and you're a trio and you do choreography that you're just manufactured, you're all put together, and you don't have that extra something or that story to tell. And with country, you definitely can, and that's out of all of the genres that we tried, that's the only one that really allowed us to speak, which we
Yeah.
think is really important. So
So it's like poetry that you sing.
exactly,
Some of the old stuff's
exactly.
beautiful. Yeah.
So,
Like,
yeah.
who does most of the songwriting out of all of you? Or do you all kind of take turns or do it together? Or?
I mean, we lately have been trying to get together as much as possible, but probably for the most part, Peter is more lyrical. She's
got all
a
the
lot more
words.
in depth than us. We're a bit more literal and
I'm,
we struggle a little bit with the storytelling.
I've always been a writer, not a songwriter really, but in school and all that. I was a writer. I used to write novels and stuff like that. So I guess I don't know. I like to sort of bring that to the table. But yeah, definitely like the girls have ideas.
She gets like a
that-
little bit too in depth sometimes, so we
We have to,
gotta bring her back.
Let's
Wow.
Come on, let's get back.
Let's just get a catchy hook going. Really simple.
Yeah, sometimes they bring forward ideas that are like, that's awesome, like that's really good. So I think we all work together really well in that way. Like we can all really help each other to get to where we want to be with
Yeah.
the songwriting, which is great. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And if you hadn't have all met, where do you think you'd be? Do you think
It's
you
really
would be
sad
doing...
thought.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
It is, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of scares me.
Oh, that really
the
does
music
freak me
industry, where
out.
do you think? I mean, you're into the writing.
I know where I'd be actually, but I don't want to be there. I don't want to
Actually,
be
no,
there.
I kind of, yeah.
I was I was always going to study psychology.
Yeah.
I was going to sort of do something in health, whether it was being a nutritionist or being a psychologist. That was what I was going to do, but I'm really glad that I'm not doing it because this was always my first choice.
Yeah.
Well, I studied fashion design for 3 years. So I was kind of like on and off in a company trying to do my own thing for a little bit, but it just, where my heart was, it just wasn't like
doing it for
no, it just
Okay.
yeah, it's just so much fun. Like, I don't know, being in a studio and like designing and whatever, it's good. Like, it was enjoyable. I think same as the other girls. Like, you know, when you have another interest, it's not like anything compared to a passion.
Yeah, okay.
It's when you have a passion for something, it's you just want to be surrounded by it all the time, and you just want to live and breathe it, and that's all you want to do. And like, although you may have other interests, the thing will
They don't always take precedence.
Yeah.
Like, this was always number one.
Yeah, definitely.
I was studying marketing and media. Well, I still am meant to be.
You are. Go to uni.
No,
You can
uni's
tell by her
boring.
tone that she's not really into it.
No,
I don't
like,
know.
I mean, that was my interest, I guess, like to study it, but I don't want to be studying marketing
It's
and
nice
media.
to be outside the box.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people tell you when you leave school that you sort of have to follow a certain
Path,
sequence of
yeah.
events and a path, and
But we so
part
have
of
not
that is
done that.
uni. And to see the rewards of having broken out of that box and doing something that we truly love and feel that we can get far in is special. So
Yeah.
Wow.
It's definitely out of the ordinary. Most people we
Feeling
know
very deep
just go,
tonight.
they just go 9 to 5.
philosophical.
They have just 9 to 5 jobs, and like, we're busy
Yeah,
weekends.
our jobs
Ours
are
is
getting on a plane going up to
the
Queensland.
complete opposite of what your like typical, you know, everyday person kind of does. So
Absolutely. But it's worth it,
it's
right?
fun.
Yes.
It's really good.
Definitely.
Definitely. Now, I got to say, you guys have you've released a new singles that have
Yes.
been pretty successful. Knock Knock.
Correct.
What were the other two?
We had Quit You in Summertime.
So Quit You
Yeah.
was the first one. Then we had Knock Knock, and then Sometime.
Yeah.
And do you think they're what kind of getting you guys out there a bit more? Those three.
I'll
Or-
never forget the feeling of having released our debut single. Quit You is still, it has a
we're gonna
place
stop
in
it.
our
Yeah, it's
heart
very,
that
like-
will never be replaced because it was our first single ever. It was our way of getting out to the world and saying, hey, this is what we're doing, this is who we are. Do what you want. And it's really nerve-wracking and daunting in so many ways, but also so special. So it was, it's a really special song to us still, but Knock Knock's a bit of a party anthem.
Yeah, that's our
Summertime
party
is our
Summer anthem.
anthem. So all very
Yeah.
fitting for the journey that we've been on with this career path so far.
Yeah, and we've got more to come, so don't worry.
World is your oyster.
Never fear.
Yeah. Okay. Where can we find you guys again? Like, are you performing tomorrow?
Yes, we are. We're going to
Sunday.
be at the Grove tomorrow afternoon at
Check
5
them out.
p.m.
PM.
Check them
We'll
out.
see you there.
Well,
And yeah.
girls, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Peter, Holly,
Tiara.
Tiara. Guys, if you're watching Country Underground here, and I'm lucky to be here with Victoria Avenue. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
you.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys later.
See ya.